Season 1 of Chapter 3 is about to come to an end, and that means Season 2 is just around the corner with a brand new Battle Pass. And guys, we have all of the info about the skins that are going to be in it here today. Now, speaking of which, guys, if you think it'd be awesome for Epic Games to award all the players a Battle Pass for Season 2, leave a like on the video, but be fast. But yes, guys, we're going to be talking about the different collaborations in the new Battle Pass, brand new items like character effects, and a ton of other skins as well. And before we hop into it, make sure you are subscribed. Over 80% of you aren't subscribed, and like it only takes a second, so be sure to click it. On top of that, be sure to use my supporter creator code SIRS inside of the Fortnite item shop. And as for the skin on last video, it was Ant-Man, so here's a ton of people that got that right. And this time around, let's go with this skin, so comment down below the name of it, and I'll leave hearts on a bunch of the ones that get that right. So yeah, guys, let's just hop on into it here with the info about the Season 2 Battle Pass. Starting out with some of the basic stuff, just as a reminder, this season is going to be ending super soon on March 19th, according to the Battle Pass page right here, which is in around a few weeks, 3 to 4 weeks from now. And obviously we know that the next Battle Pass is going to include the similar type of stuff like skins, emotes, V-Bucks, gliders, wraps, back blings, all of those usual types of things that we've seen in previous Battle Passes. However, there are some unique things we've got to talk about as well. Like, for example, here, one of the skins that is very likely going to be in this next Battle Pass is called Night Cat. According to Sheena, the encrypted Uncharted file, and that was when we got the recent Uncharted skins that were released in the item shop. Those aren't part of the Battle Pass, but for some reason, along with that, we got a file called Pickaxe Night Cat Female. Now, not only that, if we take a look at some of the survey skins that were leaked recently, it seems like this skin right here is what that file is referring to. And honestly, it is a super cool looking outfit that would fit perfectly in the Battle Pass. It's got two different styles, making it a good choice for like one of the first skins we unlock in the Battle Pass, because those usually have a bunch of different styles. For example, this season, Shanta had a bunch of styles, and also Ronin had a bunch of styles as well. So having Nightcat, or whatever the name of this skin is going to be, is very likely. But keeping it going here, guys, obviously we know that we're going to see a ton of emotes inside of the new Battle Pass, and one of which that has been in the files for a while is the unicycle emote, but we've never actually seen it release, and it has actually been in the files for, I think, a year. At least I'm pretty sure it hasn't released. Comment down below if it has, but that would be a perfect one considering that we usually get at least one traversal emote every season. Like, for example, in one of the previous seasons, we got that little UFO that you can ride around. That's a cool one. And this season, we got the little monster emote, which is a pretty cool one. However, did you know it actually has a glitch with it? That's right. So if we go into our locker and equip this one just like that, and then hop over into a mode that has changing booths, like for example, Party Royale is probably the easiest one to do it in. All we have to do once we hop onto the map is go over to one of the changing booths, use the emote just like that, and it's such a great emote, honestly. But check this out. If you use it and then go to change appearance, we'll obviously hop into this menu right here. We don't need to do anything here. All we need to do is then exit, and we will keep that special effect of the little monster emote. All of the bubbles and such will follow us around. And is this person noticing it or no? I wonder if other people can even see it, but that is honestly such a cool effect. All of these bubbles are just following our character around. And that actually leads me right into my next point, which are a brand new type of item called character effects. As we've seen in the past, Fortnite has tended to add brand new types of items into the Battle Pass once in a while. Like, for example, pets was one of the first ones. We also got toys at one point. They honestly haven't added one of those in a while, so seeing another toy in and of itself is very likely. We're kind of going off on a tangent, but what about like a baseball emote? One where you can hit the baseball and another person can catch it in a glove? That would be super cool, but yeah, we're getting distracted. Back to character effects. These would be something along the lines of what we just saw with this emote, a subtle little effect like bubbles that follow your character around no matter what skin you're using. So these could be anything from like lightning, and here's like a little concept of what that could look like. It looks insane. Another one could be fire like this right here, and that is pretty cool as well. There's so many possibilities that wouldn't interrupt the skin too much, but they would look incredible. So I'm excited to see what happens with that. Another thing that's been rumored to be added for a while was hats, special unique hats that could be used across different skins, like kind of similar to a back bling. You know how those can be combined with any skin you have? These would work similar, but honestly, that could have been turned into the Haven's masks that we saw recently. Granted, that was only for one skin, but it was a a customizable option. Like, yeah, looking at it, that was pretty similar. But moving on here, let's talk about a specific skin inside of the next battle pass. Because as you guys know, if we look through all of the previous battle passes we've had, there's always one skin that's like kind of silly, kind of sticks out. Like, for example, in the current battle pass, that would be, well, actually, we kind of have two. There's Lieutenant John Llama, who is one of the loot llamas, but as a skin. And then also Gumbo, who is a gumball themed skin. But before that, we've had skins like the cereal horse guy. That was a weird one. It still scares me that he has hands under his hooves. Peely is probably the best example of all. But recently, in a survey that Epic Games gave out to a bunch of people, it included skins that have never been seen before. And one of which is this tiger dude, which is really a pretty awesome skin in and of itself, but it would fit in perfectly as the unique skin of the Season 2 Battle Pass. Now, it's not really funny, but again, it is pretty cool in and of itself. There's also this robotic one that could maybe fit in there, but he too is more on the cool side instead of like a silly skin that we've seen with some of the others. But then again, Lieutenant Llama is pretty cool too. But we'll circle around back to those survey skins because there are more that are likely to be in the Battle Pass. But one of the biggest things that was revealed about Season 2 already is that it is apparently going to be a war between the IO and the 7. And I mean, that's not really much of a secret at this point. We've had drills showing up on the map since close to the beginning of the season. We've had IO guards on the map, and just recently we got Covert Cavern, literally a giant location that the IO set up as their main base on the Chapter 3 map. So obviously something's going to be happening with them soon. And on top of that, like for example, Tabor Hill had said that we're going to be at almost like a war with the IO people. The IO is coming back for revenge. We flipped the map, we made them mad, the beehive has been hit, they're coming for revenge. So with that being said, it's very likely we're going to be seeing items themed around that. Now, as for the next skin after that, this one is actually something that we can see on the map. There's a bit of a clue on the map for this, but it also has to do a bit with the origin skin. We talked about that in one of my previous videos. If you want more details about it specifically, definitely check that one out. But the origin is the 5th known member of the 7. However, since his name is literally the origin, he's kind of expected to be like the initial member of the 7, the first of the group. However, there's also 2 other characters that, according to the Foundation way back in Chapter 2, he had said that they are the sisters. So who exactly are these sisters, and are we going to see them in the Battle Pass? Well, if we go over here to the Sanctuary, I'm going to make sure to grab some weapons just in case we run into any other players. Surprisingly, not that many people ever go here. But yeah, I think this should be all right. We got some good weapons. If we go back over to the center of the map, I talked about this a little bit in the past, but you've got all of these symbols for the different members of the 7. Like, this is the Foundation, I'm pretty sure, and then like this is the Scientist. They've got like the similar markings on their helmets, and then the origin is this guy right here. However, oh my gosh, that scared me. The Foundation's just walking through. I thought that was another player. As I was saying, there's these 2 that are right next to each other. They're the only 2 stones that are literally side by side. So why is that? Well, it's because these have to be for the sisters. Like, wouldn't that make a ton of sense? So it seems to be a hint that we're going to be getting those skins soon alongside the origin, and that could very well be in the Season 2 Battle Pass. But next up after that, we have an even more crazy thing to talk about with this Battle Pass, and that is the collaboration skin. Every single season has either 1 or 2 collaborations. Obviously, this season was Spider-Man, one of the best collaborations we've had ever. But what is going to be in Season 2? Well, according to various leaks and such, it's looking very likely that we will get Star Wars. That's right, guys, Star Wars. So going back over the info for this, a while ago, it was leaked that the lightsabers within the files, you know, the ones that released way long ago, one of the best mythic items ever, their files were updated recently, which means that Epic Games is working on them for some reason. Now, having them be for Season 2, if the theme of it is in fact Star Wars, would be incredible. Not only that, we'd obviously get a ton of Star Wars themed skins. Like, for example, Darth Vader is probably the most likely. That would honestly be such a cool one, and it's not a skin we've had in the past yet. And can you imagine running around as Darth Vader? That'd be incredible. But on top of that, you could have like his lightsaber is a pickaxe. That would be cool, especially since we have these sword pickaxes now. It would honestly make a ton of sense. But what else? You could have Luke Skywalker. There's so many possibilities, especially with the Book of Boba Fett releasing recently. And again, Fortnite already did a collab with that. We got the Boba Fett skin in the game, so we know that a Star Wars collab is possible, and I think it's gonna happen this next season. But then after that, guys, we have 3 more skins that are possibly going to be in this next battle pass. Like, for example, this first one is a pretty intriguing skin with a really cool outfit, but the reason that this one is likely to be in the battle pass is because it's already been shown with two different styles. This is the second one right here, which gives her like long ponytails or feathers. I'm not sure how to explain that, but yeah, the fact that it has two styles makes it seem like it could be in the next battle pass. On top of that, there's this skin right here, which seems to be themed around a strawberry shortcake. Her outfit has a bunch of strawberries on it. There's even hearts around it as well, so it makes sense that it'd be right after Valentine's Day, which was earlier this month. And then finally, there's this skin right here, which is just a super cool one. The outfit is pretty crazy and honestly reminds me a little bit of Drift in terms of like the jacket and stuff like that. But yeah, it's like this tech wear type skin. That would be an awesome one to see as well. But with that being said, guys, that is going to be it for today's video. I hope you enjoyed it. And if you did, be sure to subscribe for more season 2 info coming up soon. On top of that, you can check out some of my previous videos on the screen right now, such as going over a brand new mythic item. But again, I hope you enjoyed today's video, and I'll see you in the next one.